So we're here with Jason Flaudo, and he's showing us around his vineyard. I've been working with Jason for quite a number of years, and we're going to do a couple of things. One is he's going to just tell us how he's been using EM, how he's integrating it into his vineyard, and then we're going to talk about a trial that we've done with applying these directly to the upstream vineyard. So I'll hand over to you, Jason, just talking about EM and how you're using it around the vineyard.
Well, I suppose, like we said, we have been working together for a while, but we've integrated EM into our whole vineyard and winery system. So if we take it from a winery point of view, EM is added to our wastewater system, which then is sprayed out onto our paddocks. And where those paddocks are is where our livestock for the vineyard all eat that grass. So we've seen amazing results with that. One of the other great benefits of adding it to our wastewater has reduced our odour. So we're seeing a bit of a benefit in the way that we can manage any, if there is any odour, so that's been a massive positive for us. We also then use it in the compost system, and I suppose that our EM compost is what I think we've been using that since must be almost 06, 05 when we first started. So, and we've seen massive success with it. So there's you might want to get a bit of an example of what the compost looks like, but it's so then we use the compost in our growing system through the rest of the year. So we'll have one that sits there and matures for basically 12 months, and then the last vintage compost then gets spread across the vineyard. It's all analysed, which is, I think, is really important. So when we do our soil testing, we also then analyse our compost, and we then work out what is required to go back out onto the vineyard for that season. So we use it in two different ways. Sometimes it's broadcasted across our whole vineyard floor, or we might also then just use it as a banded way of using it. So we determine how we use it based on our soil analysis results and what the vineyard sort of needs. So that's been a really big part of how we do it. The other way we use EM is in spring we apply EM along with all of our biodynamic preps and cowpack pit, and we add it with humates, and we make up a bit of a brew with EM, and that goes on all our pasture system and then under our vines as well. So we've got a mixture of different cover crop systems within our vineyard floor, and we've always found that by adding EM, we've always had really good results with breaking down the residue, but it's just the growth that we get out of that permanent sward. And then obviously we feed our cows on it through winter as well, so we've seen massive benefit.